Das ist Michael Kiwanuka und auf sein Konzert hier beim Haldern Pop Festival freue ich mich ganz besonders. So it's really a pleasure and honor that you come here to the Haldern Pop Festival. What was your first impression when you arrived here to this festival site? Because you've been here since yesterday, right?
Yeah, I was here yesterday. Yeah, my impressions were good. It's nice. It's like a good size. It's a nice small one. I kind of prefer the little ones to the massive ones.
And right now the sun is coming out.
The sun's come out. It was rainy yesterday, but yeah, and everyone's really nice. The people here are really friendly. So yeah, I was happy. Yeah.
Because you're from London, so big town, and now playing out here on the countryside.
Yeah.
How does it feel like?
Yeah, it's relaxing. You know, I feel quite peaceful. You know, it's nice to be out of a big city. So yeah, it's nice.
What do you prefer when you think about festivals? Do they have to be just like this, or can it be also, I don't know, like a jazz festival, indoor, something like this?
Well, my idea of festival, what I thought of a festival from growing up was like this, you know, out in the field, in the country somewhere. But now there's so many, yeah, sometimes they're like, if they're jazz festivals, usually a bit more like, maybe closer to a city or a bit more, you know, it's less muddy and like less camping and all that kind of thing, a bit more posh. But my idea of a festival from growing up was more like this, you know, getting stuck in and
And did you have a chance also yesterday to go in front of the stage to see what the audience looks like?
Yeah. I went out last night. We watched I watched some gigs from the main stage and went around the stalls and got a free lighter and stuff. It was good. Yeah, it's really nice. It's small, so it's nice. It's intimate. Yeah.
Because a lot of artists say after they played that the audience really is special. Could you feel already when you were part of the audience that there is a special vibe here?
There is this special vibe. It's definitely feels like a family kind of vibe here. Quite just really friendly. Everyone seems really nice. So I got that vibe. I don't know what it'd be like from playing. Some festivals are like quite rowdy, and some are like really mellow and like kind of not excited so much, you know, quite kind of like boring, I guess. But this one seemed really friendly and really like family orientated. It was nice, you know. Yeah.
Because your recent album Love and Hate, I think, is so intense musical wise.
Yeah.
So is it sometimes difficult for you to bring that on stage to really get in this intimacy for yourself as well?
Yeah, I think so. Sometimes, again, that it kind of can depend on the audience. It feels like here is quite a music-loving audience, so people will give you time and you can play more intense, kind of intricate songs. But some festivals, it's like, if it's rowdy, you know, you kind of just play quicker ones and simpler ones and dig in a bit more. So you kind of pick the set depending on what your audience is. But today it feels like the music will be suited to a festival like this, so I'm looking forward to it.
Do you sometimes even change your set list while you're playing because you think, no, the next song will not fit to this audience?
Sometimes, not that often, but yeah, sometimes you feel how it's going. If you're dragging too much, you need to pick me up, you change it to a faster one. Sometimes you're running out of time, so you skip a song as well. But it's good to be like, keeps you on your toes. Otherwise, you're just like a robot, you know. You're not thinking about it. You're not in the moment. And the thing with performers is that you want to be in the moment. So I think that's a good sign if you're changing things around and alert. It shows that you care about what you're doing. You know.
Can you give us a little inside view when you produced and you wrote the album? How long did it really take for you to write the songs, and how was the progress?
Yeah, it took a long time. It was like every little thing was thought through, you know, every note or every lyric and melody. So it took a little while. The process was just doing it in the studio bit by bit, you know, like a little collage really. So I took my time, but sometimes that's quite a nice relaxing way to work. Sometimes you worry that you're taking too long, but it's this time around was quite considered. But some albums might be quick, you know, like if you're playing all live in a room together, you just flash out some songs. But I wrote loads of it in the studio, so when you do it that way, it takes a bit longer, I think.
But when you look back, was it fun or was it really hard work?
The first bit was quite hard, but the last year and a bit, when it started to come together, was a lot of fun, you know. Felt really creative and ideas were coming out quickly and easily, and if we were stuck, I'd listen to records, and, you know, we were in the studio a lot. The studio became fun, and the studio was like another instrument, so it was just like having a massive blank canvas and throwing paint in it. It's fun, you know. So the last year was really fun. But there were parts of the process that were painstaking, a bit slow and frustrating. But when I changed the method and started just writing in the studio, it became fun. You know? Yeah.
And when you write and produce the songs, do you already think about of the reaction of your audience, or you just write and do the music first of all for yourself?
I think it's a bit of both. You start off just for yourself, really, and as you try and finish a song, you do think about how anyone will connect to it. Yeah, I don't think about necessarily performance or festival or something, but you do try and write a melody. If you feel like it's moving you just a little bit, it might move someone else. So you write to that. So when you start hearing that in a melody or a chord or a lyric or something, you stick with it. So you're thinking about how someone might react to what you're doing. You know, I think that's important.
So, and tonight, will you play more or less the new album completely, or will you mix the two albums?
I'll mix the two albums. It'll be mainly the new album, but I'll play a couple of songs from the first album too. But yeah, it'll be heavily Love and Hate album. Yeah.
Are there even a choir? Is there a choir on stage?
Oh, unfortunately, no, man. It's expensive having a choir out, and so there's no BVs. So the band do some BVs, and there's no strings, but there's still a full band. There's like 6 of us, including me. So, you know, it's fun. It's fun to play these songs live. You know.